Hello everyone. Today we are going to presentation which is security risk assessment and mitigation strategy, and we are group number Melbourne 24, and we are four member in it like Harinder, Maninder, Taf and Ayub. And the next slide. Uh, these are the key points of our agenda as per case study, like key cyber threat, security policy refinement process, risk management and incident response, network changes implemented, and working configurations, and group collaborations and contribution. In next slide, these are the key cyber threats as per our case study, like suspicious sender domain, urgent and alarming language, unverified link, credential harvesting tactic, incident detection and response. Like in the case study, Kelly from the finance department at Portside Business College fell victim to a credential harvesting phishing attack when she received an email from a suspicious domain that is at the rate pbc-services.org instead of an official official domain, which was pbc.edu. And the email used urgent and alarming language, pressuring to her verify her account immediately to avoid lockout. It contained an uh, unverified link labeled verify access portal, which redirected to a counterfeit login page, mimicking the PBC intranet where she unknowingly entered her credentials. The attack was detected through abnormal login patterns, allowing the IT team to quickly secure her account and prevent further compromise. So the next slide will be explained by my friend Maninder Kaur. Thank you.
Thank you, Harinder. So in this PPT, I will cover the security policy refinement process according to different four members. So first of all, I'll cover the positive aspects of the policy, like the verification procedure are well defined, offering clear and practical steps for the staff to follow. And area of the improvements are the procedure, like a step for reporting suspicious email, and we all members agreed on that. And Muhammad Kadir suggested the policy comprehensively addresses the financial department, encompasses vendors for extensive coverage, and the improvement is required here is add more key points in scope as it needs more explanation. Again, agreed all students on that. And Harinder Singh Diman suggested that the policy robustly prioritize risk reduction by clearly outlining the consequences of non-compliances, and area needing improvements or guidelines could include examples of phishing tactics, and it's also agreed by all students. And the TAF Khan suggested the policy clearly had practically focused on confirming sender email addresses and leveraging internal channel to validate communication, effectively preventing phishing attacks. And the improvements required are here: the policy should incorporate mandatory ongoing phishing awareness training to enhance employees' ability to identify phishing tactics effectively. So all members agreed on this suggestions. Harinder, can you move
Yes,
another slide?
please.
Yeah, thank you. So
No worries.
improved security policies. There are almost five security policies. The first one is the scope and coverage. The policy applies to all employees, contractors, and third-party vendors interacting with the finance department, with an emphasis on improving stakeholder connectivity, and define the clear communication metrics. Verification standard cover all IT related communication. It must be verified through official internal channel before taking any action. And guidelines for identify phishing. Staff should carefully check sender email domains, avoid any clicking suspicious email links, and refrain from sharing credentials unless they are verified, and report any unverified messages to IT. And procedure for handling suspicious messages. Employee must avoid clicking links or sharing credentials in IT-related email, confirm sender addressing with official PBC domains, and verify communication via internal phone or securing messages and report suspicious email immediately to IT support. And consequences of non-compliances. Failure to comply with the policy can lead to security breaches, data loss, and financial damage, with disciplinary actions or network access revocation enforced for the violation. Thank you from my side, and next slide will be covered by Tev.
Thanks, Maninder. My name is Taif Khan, and I will explain the risk management plan and incident response plan. So, in the risk management plans, the assets identification, prioritizations, critical data recognitions, and vulnerability assessments, and define roles and responsibility during an attacks, preventive countermeasures, implementation, and review and update process. The risk management plans actually begins by the identifying and prioritizing critical assets, including the financial database server, domain control, file server, internal financial portal, desktop computers, and enterprise switches based on their importance and the sensitive data they hold. Keys such as payroll records, vendors account, and budget reports. So the budget reports are recognized as highly critical, with unauthorized access posing significant financial, legal, and reputational risks. Vulnerability assessment highlight issues like multiple unnecessary services running on the main server, lack of VLAN segmentation between the financial and operational networks, and uncontrolled routers interface access, and the role during an attack are clearly defined. Assign IT support to lead incidents, response, and recovery. Finance managers to approve and communicate downtime actions, and finance staff to report anomalies and follow shutdown protocols. Preventive measures include disabling unused service, implementing VLAN segment, and applying strict access control list on the router interfaces to reduce unauthorized access. So finally, the plan emphasized the need of regular review and updates following network change or security incidents to ensure ongoing effectiveness. Next, please. So the incident response plan. So in this we have the four topics like objectives, device configuration checklist, and communication methods, and severity based escalation. So the incident response plan is designed to quickly address security incidents impacting the finance department IT infrastructure by minimizing risks and reducing downtime and ensure proper device configuration through a regular checks. It include a detailed device configuration checklist specifying expected settings for the main server, routers, and switches to maintain security, such as HTTPS, disabling unnecessary services, applying access control, and security ports with the passwords. A clear communication protocol. A clear communication protocol assigns responsibility for reporting suspicious activities and escalating incidents from finance staff to IT support, network administrator, and ultimately to the finance manager and CIO for critical breaches. Incident management follows a severity-based escalation process where low to medium issues are handled through ticketing systems, while high severity breaches prompt urgent interventions and formal reporting to executive teams for swift resolution. So this is like all the steps that we follow while incident response are planning. Thanks. The next slide will explain by Ayub.
Ayub, please unmute.
I'm really sorry.
No, that's all right.
Thanks, Sai. So I'll be explaining about the analysis of existing security. Where existing security for the network devices include the RBC router, which has the configured IP address, applied access control list (ACLS) for both finance and operations, and secure the console and um, enable the password. For switches, PBC SW1 enforces the port security, allowing only one MAC address per port, secures console and enable password, and has unused port shutdown. So PBCSW2 has port security enabled with properly set trunk and access mode, while PBCSW3 implement a short port security with limited MAC address and a secure console password. Lastly, PBCSW4 has console and enable password applied along with the correctly configured trunk and access port, ensuring overall the network access is tightly controlled. So, next slide, please. So here is the how we implement the missing network controls. So the added network control include setting an enable secret password and a console password on a PVC router, auditing a CLS on interfaces. Uh, as you see, G/O and G/O/1, and verifying that interface as O/O/1 remains shut down. For PBC SW1, the enable secret and the console password were confirmed and reapplied, ensuring strict enforcement of allowing only one MAC address per port. PBC SW2 receives CLI password setting for both Axle and console access, along with the shutting down unused port to reduce vulnerabilities on PBC SW3 console, and privileged password were reconfigured and access more port were verified to have a port security anymore. Finally, PBC SW4 has consistent password standard implemented and trunk mode confirmed on inter switch link to maintain a secure and stable network connectivity. So the next slide, please. So this is just a group contribution that we did. So we quietly contributed um, the project task with Maninder C taking the lead on threat modeling, drafting, and initial security policy, sending the policy for review, updating the documents based on a feedback, leading the risk table development, writing communication, a method for the incident response plan, analyzing the router existing active security, and applying security commands to the router. And me, I supported by providing the thread examples, editing the policy structure, collecting peer feedback, helping identify assets for the risk plan, creating the device checklist, reviewing switch one and switch two, and configuring those switch were missing controls. And Harinder contributed technical content as he is a technical guy. So he contributed a technical content to a policy, finalized the improved version, wrote the responsibility section in the risk plan, verified the network device detail, reviewed the switch 3 security, and implementing the control on the switch 3. And whereas they focused on formatting the security policy, proofreading content, editing the final versions, formatting, analyzing the switch for security, applying necessary setting to switch for, and ensuring a comprehensive team effort across all the tasks help us to success our project. So from my side, I'm really happy to work with these teammates. They put all their efforts, they crack all the problems into uh, solvable solutions. And for the upcoming future, I hope I would like to work with these teams for my upcoming projects to make my projects run successfully. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Ayub.
Thank you, guys.